Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now celebrating 17 years of broadcasting success, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. We're glad that you all could be with us. Also, just tuning in through our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you can have us with us again. You know, there's been a very, I think, big challenge for small businesses over the past couple of years, especially due to the pandemic. But there is some good news. There are small businesses that are actually doing well. In fact, a recent survey by the home services at Thumbtack revealed the best states and cities for small businesses to thrive in. Joining us to talk to us about the survey, I'm excited to welcome David Steckel to our program. David is a home expert at Thumbtack. We're going to talk to him not only about the findings of the survey, but also what you all need to know as individuals who may be looking to start new projects. Where is the best place for you guys to be able to go? David, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, David, what are the cities and states that you notice that have been really good for small businesses during this time?
Well, we surveyed over 3,600 local businesses across all 50 states, and the top 5 states were actually all along the East Coast. Maine led the pack with an A+, followed by New Hampshire, South Carolina, Florida, and Georgia.
Well, I think our listeners in Georgia will appreciate knowing that. So I think, you know, one of the things that is so interesting, David, about the times that we're in is that a lot of this, especially when it comes to service businesses, has to be able to do, of course, with needs. So how are service businesses feeling about the economy right now?
The survey says good news here. There is absolutely overwhelming increased optimism about the state of the economy. And the owners told us there is enough opportunity in their local communities to thrive. This is up 11% from the previous survey in 2019. That being said, there are actually some challenges that were pointed out. The cost of operating a business and the labor shortage are the biggest problems for them.
Yeah, we're seeing that here in Mississippi, too, when it comes to the labor, for sure. And another thing that definitely has gotten a lot of attention, David, I think it always has been the case, but definitely now with the pandemic, is when it comes to either women-owned businesses or minority-owned businesses. But what are some of the top locations that you found when it comes to those two areas?
This was some of the best and most exciting results we got back from the survey, and almost half of all newly formed small businesses in the past year from our surveyed business owners were actually minority-owned. When looking at the states specifically that created a supportive and welcoming environment for minority-owned businesses, Virginia, Florida, Georgia, Maryland, and New York showed the most support. In regards to women entrepreneurs, Maryland, Washington, Massachusetts, Georgia, and Virginia topped the list here.
Georgia's just getting all the top prizes here, David. I don't know if I'm happy for them, but, you know, I think, you know, some of us other southern states, you know, maybe giving them the side eye a little bit there. So, I mean, you were known as a home expert, David, and you've been able to do some great work there with Thumbtack. What are some of the top considerations for our audience out there when it comes to starting new projects and even seeking out local small businesses they can support?
My suggestion is always the same here, and that is, when you're beginning a new project, it's actually really important to understand where it's going to end. What is the outcome you're hoping to achieve? And then you work back from there. So, for example, if you wanted to build out an outdoor kitchen for, you know, next summer to host some parties, it's actually crucial to start planning that 6 months before to make sure that you're going to be able to, one, find the pro and get access to the pro that you need. But number 2, and most importantly, that your kitchen's going to be ready for hosting season. Like, that's why you're building it. So figure out the outcome you're hoping to achieve. Why do you want this thing? And then work back from there. And don't forget, start on Thumbtack, because we're the one place to go to help you tackle all of your needs.
Exactly. Love those commercials, too, for Thumbtack as well. I mean, they're funny and informative, and I think that's one of the great things. Again, everyone, David Steckel has been our guest for this segment. We've been talking to David not only about Thumbtack and the recent survey showing some good news when it comes to small businesses, especially for states like Georgia, which is great to hear, as well as, of course, great things about women-owned and minority-owned businesses. David, where can our audience go for more information?
You can go to thumbtack.com/survey to read the results of the survey yourself, but download the app from your Android or your iPhone store and start working with our pros in your local community.
David, thank you so much for coming through for us. Really appreciate it, and looking forward to speaking with you again.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Hey, more than welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.